Natalie Hernandez here with, introduce yourself.
Danielle May, I'm the PR specialist for POPP.
And Paige Taus, I'm the CEO for POPP.
And we just have a couple of follow-up questions for the people of POPP. So our first question for you is, Chris Knockett said that you met in private, and we just wanted to clarify because at first your advertising manager, I believe he is, stated that there were no meetings, and then he stated that you did meet with Chris Knockett, but he never voiced his concerns. So we wanted to know, was there a meeting with Chris Knockett? Were his concerns voiced? What happened?
So there was meetings with him, not about his ideals and everything. That had been a meeting he had originally done with Green Pace. The meetings that we set up with him was about like negotiations and how much he's donating and such, which he would prefer that we stay private with, but we will be releasing our donor list shortly. But the meetings that we held with him weren't about what he expects from us. That was with Green Pace, and since we grew out of Green Pace, I understand some of the confusion that he might have, thinking that Green Pace would give us that information. We are going to try to contact Green Pace to get that information if they are not able to give it to us. We are planning on setting up another meeting with not Christopher to talk about this, as well as we might want to try to do an interview with him publicly so that the people know what's going on within our company.
And did he ever tell you of his expectations for you at all? Did you ever reach out to know his expectations at all?
I mean, when we met up with him, like obviously we would want to know his expectations when he's donating that much amount of money. So he did stress what he thought Pacechester could provide for the community. The Olympics was definitely not one of them, so we definitely agreed with that, which is why he jumped on board with us. As far as him ever voicing an opinion on how we were doing with our campaign, he never said a word about it. I believe that our campaign is very strong. He said that our media platform wasn't as strong, but if you look on our Twitter, to be exact, which is our most popular, most followed account, this whole last week we explained how we believe the Olympics just isn't right for Pacechester.
He did say he wanted you to be more aggressive in your Twitter campaigns. Now that you know that someone who is donating that much money does want you to be more aggressive, are you actively trying to develop a plan in order to be more aggressive, to adhere to what someone who's donating so much money wants?
I actually just got off the phone with Sierra Bauer. She's our social media specialist, and we've already talked about ways of improving how we can connect with more people, get more followers, get more people involved, and get them on our side. We take him very seriously, and we will be setting up a meeting with him regardless if Green Pace can get us the information or not, just so that we can ensure that our biggest donor is happy with us.
To go along more with the social media as well, Max and I have been in the works of creating more visually appealing social media content. We are going to be doing a week series of personal stories of people who have faced the struggles that the Olympics have brought on, and then we will be contacting the public to see what they might do or how they feel. That we're hoping to do video contact for that as well. And we're also in the makings of creating a PSA. The PSA will really be hitting on more of these personal stories, more of the facts of how terrible the Olympics can be for this community. It's going to be a very serious tone PSA, but we really hope that it's going to be able to hit home with a lot of people from Pacechester, so they see what really can happen to the community in a negative way if the Olympics do come.
And just to clarify, you are a non-for-profit, correct?
Yes.
And what ways are you working to make your information to the public faster? Because the public does need to know who your donors are, what you're donating to. So how fast is the public going to get that information?
I think social media is what we mainly have been using, because every day, people have their phones on them and can set their notifications, which I highly suggest that people do. Put on your notifications for us, and you'll get the information as fast as you'd like whenever you post them. But being that we have now been told that our social media hasn't been that strong, we'll be posting things faster and be more efficient with that.
And my last question, kind of discussion point for you is, there were recently some questionable tweets from a Sally Miranda character on Twitter stating that POPP does not support feminism and is an anti-feminist organization, and I just wanted to know, stating that you knew she knew your deepest, darkest secrets, so I wanted to know what your connection to this Sally Miranda person is, and what your views as an organization are on women's rights.
So we actually just discovered those tweets. We are not affiliated with her at all. I've never heard of the name. We actually do record. We have a lot of volunteers that are helping us with our campaign, and we do record their names. There's a sign-in sheet. Sometimes we do giveaways to people who donate their time. So we will check back on those documents to see if her name's on them, but I can highly assure you that they won't be. we have no affiliation with her, and we are like equality matters to us. Our CEO is a female. We have 3 public relation coordinators that are females. I'm one of them. So if she's trying to dig at us saying that we don't support females, that is totally incorrect. We support everyone, every gender, every race, everyone.
Okay. Thank you for your time again.
Thank you.
I'm Natalie Hernandez at the Senators Times here with POPP, and we hope to see you next time.
Thank you.